Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Metal video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at a preview towards Mercenary Tao and his General Banner Unit General Blue, and basically how good he looks and discussing his passives and abilities. So General Tao is a mission execution new category or Earthbred Fighters category. He plus 3 HP 200%, attack and defense 170, and an additional HP attack defense of 50% for characters belonging to Dragon Ball Seekers or Earthlings category. Now, Earthbred Fighters, Earthlings, that's cool, that's 220% for pretty much all Earthlings characters. Mission Execution is a new category. I think it's going to be a very weird category, so I'm not entirely convinced about it. Crane School, Supreme Warrior, Coward, Incredible Adventure, Don Ray, Brutal Beatdown, and Fierce Battle are his links. Passive, very simple, but looks very good. Activates the entrance animation when there's another mission execution category add on the team upon the character's entry. Randomly change the key spheres of a certain type to rainbow and stuns all enemies for 1 turn. Attack of 100% up for 1 turn, and chance of performing a crit and damage reduction up of 50%. So the damage reduction is permanent. A lot of people are asking, how is that the case? The damage reduction is permanent. The attack and the critical hits are temporary. His basic effects include key plus 2, attack and defense of 200%, damage reduction of 30%. So he, in theory, has 80% damage reduction, provided there's a mission execution category ally on the team. Medium chance of crit, and then when attacking with 12 or more key, 200% attack. For every rainbow key sphere obtained, 200% attack. When receiving an attack, 200% defense. When receiving an unarmed super attack, great chance of nullifying it and countering with tremendous power. And then when the attack enemy is in stunned status, attack of 500%, performs a guaranteed critical hit, and then when HP is 70% or less, another 500% attack. To cut a long story short, he's going to hit hard. So basically, depending on how many rainbow orbs you get, this guy can hit like a 2500% attack boost attack, which is already pretty nuts. It's the way all the multipliers work into each other, the separate 100% based on the first turn, the separate stacking key, the separate gain when he is performing an attack, and then the separate boost when they're stunned, and the separate boost when they are obviously below 70%. Means that he hits super hard. So how this unit's going to work is he's going to have 80% damage reduction, hit like an absolute truck, destroy whatever unit he takes out in that first turn, and then from there he's going to be a decent tank with good damage. Basically, formidable foes, probably going to be the one where you see this guy a lot, because he's going to dominate that event. Then we take a look at his active. So it's going to be activated when there is a Dragon Ball Seekers or Kamehameha category enemy, or when all enemy or allies attack in the same turn. Mission execution causes ultimate damage and stuns the target for 1 turn. Changes strengthen and key spheres to rainbow. So this has no restriction as well. So I think for a lot of people, they need to understand that this has no restriction either. So not only is he now performing a stun, right? So he has that chance to stuns all enemies, right? To rainbow. He now, provided you have mission execution, is going to be able to change orbs to rainbow key spheres without any restriction whilst doing damage. So basically, to cut a long story short, he's going to have either A, 2 turns of his boost, or B, a first turn there where he just explodes. Teams, not lots. Mission execution, Earthbred Fighters, Dragon Ball Seekers, Earthlings, DB Saga, Siblings Bond, Target Goku, and Sworn enemies. And his effect is massively raising attack for 1 turn and lowering attack and defense. Look, the thing is, defensively, he's got 80% damage reduction. It sounds like a lot, but it's not that much. His only gain defensively is his baseline passive, and that 200% receiving attack. It matters, it helps, but it's not. There are going to be situations where he's going to take damage. If you look, for example, at Frieza, who has 90% damage reduction, he takes damage now. Like, damage reduction on its own is just not enough against 6 million attack stats. 7 million attack stats. However, it is going to be pretty good for a lot of content. Like, it may not be there for some of the top worst borderline situations for him, but it should still work. A lot's going to depend on dupes for you, but he is going to be a very fun unit. I think he's going to be a very fun, interesting unit that dominates certain events, ESBR, battle-hardened heroes, and I think that's going to be his niche, and I think that's fine. I think that's really awesome. Next, we take a look at General Blue. So General Blue is your generic kind of support backup unit. Mission Execution, DB Saga, 103%, Raider of an Army, Telekinesis, Brutal Beatdown, Incredible Adventure, Guidance to Travels, Loyalty, and Fierce Battle. He has his passive skill details, so attack and defense of 200%, 40% boost to Mission Execution, and she creates Rainbow Key Sphere, so everything you need to supply General Tao, basically. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack and defense of 150%. As a second or third attacker, launch an additional super attack, great chance of evasion, and an additional attack and defense of 200%. So there's your kind of like support functionality with General Tao. When there is another Mission Execution or DB Saga category ally in the same turn, chance of evasion up 10%, so 80% evasion chance, seals the enemy's super attack for 2 turns, and gives a 2-turn attack and defense boost. So very, very important. He is going to be a critical unit for General Tao because he's providing him with a lot of boosts. He's providing him with big support, rainbow orbs, and good linkage. So he is really perfect foil for General Tao. General Tao being provisionally a first slot unit, provided you have dupes and links and everything. And then this guy doing his thing of being an incredibly good support unit, which is also really, really solid. Then, obviously, we look at his categories, not lots, same as General Tao. And then in terms of his super attack effect, he raises attack and defense 1 turn, causes supreme damage with a high chance of stunning the enemy. Look, I think General Tao and General Blue or Mercenary Tao, General Blue, are very, very cool, very fun, interesting looking units. However, we're going to have to see their banner, and we have to really see what the Mission Execution category is. If Mission Execution category is a really, 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 really good team, then there could be scope to say that this could be a good unit. They really could be, because it looks like everything's coming together very nicely for them. If, however, there is not that space, then unfortunately we have to have a discussion around, what to do next, basically. All in all, I think, look, both units are good. I think they're fun designs. I think they could be pretty interesting. So I'm excited to see the banner and see the category. I think that could determine whether they could be a lot of fun to get. Obviously, they're coming at a pretty poor time. I think they're going to be the last DFE or second to last DFE or summonable unit, DFE, summonable unit before the big joint celebration. Or I say joint, but the big joining celebration. And yeah, we'll just have to see. But that's it from me. See you guys next time. Bye.